Good afternoon, fellow YouTubers and iQFoil sailors. This video is to share with you some of my findings and to ask some questions about how to rake the mast on an iQFoil board to adjust the angle of the fuselage, not the back stabilizer wing. We all know that there's shims provided with the board on that, but how to adjust this, and do we even need to do that, and how to measure it. So that's why I'm making this video. I couldn't find anything else on the internet about this. Hopefully you guys can comment in the comments section below, and we can all learn from each other here. So first off, I wanted to show you this app. It's called the Bubble Level app. I found this is a popular way to measure the angle of your mast. So you put this app on your phone, and then you measure the board. Right now it's showing 0, and here I'll show you a close-up of that app. Let me do this. So here's that app in action, and it's showing 0 down here, and then when I put it up to the top of the board, right now it's showing, whoops, what the heck, it was showing 2 before. Let's try this again. My phone, there we go. Alright, so now it's showing 2.4, and it's right in the middle of the mast on the top. So that's a 2.4 degree angle, which is showing that there. So that's showing that the fuselage is angled up a little bit. So my instead of being totally parallel with the bottom of the board, fuselage angled up, so the nose would be up a little bit when I'm sailing. And you know, my first question is, am I measuring it right? And if so, is 2.4 degrees a good, you know, setting to have for all around foiling? I'm in Hawaii. I probably want to have, from what I gather, a little bit more angle on it to, you know, because I'm dealing with a little bit more wind out here. But all around, I haven't done anything to my mast or foil box. I just totally stock setup, and it's at 2.4 degrees. Is that a good setting? So then my other question, so my other question has to do with this mast and the tuttle base and how it enters this board here. By default, and without doing anything, it almost looks like the mast could still afford to go further in the back of the box here. It looks like, you know, it's a little sticking out. If I do kind of a close-up for you guys, I don't know if you can see that, but right there, it's like it's sticking out a little bit. Should I be sanding the back of this to get it to suck further down into that tuttle box? The other thing I've done is I made one of these just out of an old batten that I have, and this is about a 2mm shim that I tried putting on the front of the front screw here, underneath the tuttle base between the top of the mast and the board, and that moved it back, and it changed the angle from 2.4 all the way to like 4.6 degrees. So a little 2mm shim. It also made a little bit of gap in the front, which made me a little bit nervous there. Am I going to be causing some sort of point loading and messing up my tuttle box or breaking my box? So I want to hear from you guys on that. Is that safe to do, or, you know, should I get a proper shim instead of my little homemade one from an old batten? And I think that's about the extent of my questions. Let's review my questions here. So is it safe to use a homemade shim or any shim to adjust this mast rake angle? I know there's a bunch on the internet about this, but let's keep it specifically to the iQFoil. What's everybody doing there? Can I use this sort of shim on either the front or the back screw to adjust the rake either way? Should I sand the back of my Tuttle base here on my mast so that it sucks into the box and looks like a little bit more clean? What is the angle that everybody is using? Is the default angle 2.4 that I have, 2.4 degrees? Is that like what everybody's default is, or does that vary out of the factory a lot? And should we be trying to adjust it to be more standard? And am I measuring the angle correctly with my app on the smartphone? And did I do that correctly? So those are my questions for now. I really appreciate you guys weighing in and look forward to hearing from you.